Welcome, and thank you for joining us as we begin this special tribute to one of the most unforgettable culinary figures of our time, and W. Burrell. Whether you knew her from your favorite Food Network show, from a cookbook that changed how you cook, or simply from the contagious energy she brought into every kitchen, this is a space to reflect, remember, and celebrate a life that was bursting with flavor, fire, and fearlessness. Let's walk through the journey of a chef who didn't just teach America how to cook. She made us believe we could do it with style. And W. Burrell was born on September 21st, 1969, in the quiet village of Cazenovia, New York. Raised in a peaceful upstate setting, she eventually exploded into the culinary world as a force of nature, blending skill with personality in ways few could match. Initially, her path didn't point to pots and pans. She pursued a Bachelor of Arts degree in English and Communications at Canisius College in Buffalo, graduating in 1991. But soon after, the world of food called out to her. Boldly, urgently, and permanently, she took the plunge into the culinary arts and enrolled at the esteemed Culinary Institute of America, graduating in 1996 with an associate in occupational studies. Yet, and didn't stop there, she crossed the ocean to Italy, immersing herself in rustic kitchens and the poetic soul of Italian cuisine at the Italian Culinary Institute for Foreigners in Asti, nestled in the heart of the Piedmont region. That European chapter became a foundational piece of her culinary identity. After nearly a year of working in Italian restaurants, including the intimate La Bottega del 30 in Tuscany, she returned to the U.S., now armed with classical technique and worldly perspective. Back home, she became sous chef at Felidia under the great Lidia Bastianich. It was here she refined not only her palate, but also her discipline and creative edge. After Felidia, she led the kitchen at Savoy, a restaurant offering a prix fixe experience that matched her focus on elevated simplicity. Anne's teaching career began at the Institute of Culinary Education, where her sharp sense of humor, no-nonsense instruction, and genuine love for mentoring quickly made her a favorite. She also worked with Joe Bastianich and Mario Batali as the chef for their exclusive wine store, Italian Wine Merchants. With each step, Anne evolved not just as a chef, but as a personality impossible to ignore. By 2007, she took charge of the kitchen at Centro Vinoteca in New York's West Village. It was a modern Italian spot that attracted serious buzz. Although she left the restaurant a year later to manage an increasingly packed schedule, her exit only confirmed what many already sensed. And Burrell was destined for much more than restaurant walls. Television embraced her, and she returned the love with electric flair. In 2005, she began her television career behind the scenes as a sous chef for Mario Batali on Iron Chef America. But her breakout came with her own Food Network show, Secrets of a Restaurant Chef, which premiered in 2008. Her bold hairstyle, booming voice, and unfiltered passion made her a fan favorite. She didn't just teach viewers how to cook. She made them believe they could do it while having fun, laughing, and making a mess. Then came Worst Cooks in America in 2010, a show that would define much of her television career. Alongside co-hosts like Bo McMillan, Robert Irvine, and Bobby Flay, and mentored kitchen novices through bootcamp-like culinary challenges. More often than not, her recruits took the top spot. Her fierce determination, paired with relentless encouragement, turned frightened cooks into confident food lovers. Season after season, she brought humanity and hilarity to the kitchen, proving that cooking was for everyone. Her television triumphs extended to the next Iron Chef, where she competed valiantly and chopped all-stars, where she eventually won the 2015 edition, earning $75,000 for the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation. She combined competitiveness with authenticity, never losing her signature spark even under pressure. and wasn't confined to the kitchen or the studio. She joined Guy Fieri on a national tour in 2009, celebrated Thanksgiving atop a Macy's parade float, and hosted a Mediterranean cruise filled with food lovers and fans. From 2012 to 2013, she starred in Chef Wanted with and Burrell, helping restaurateurs find executive chefs. The show ran for 3 energetic seasons, further proof of her broad appeal. Off-screen, N's literary side emerged. Her cookbooks, Cook Like a Rock Star and Own Your Kitchen, written with Suzanne Lenzer, became New York Times bestsellers. Her writing mirrored her on-screen presence, playful, empowering, and always grounded in deliciousness. In 2017, N opened her own restaurant, Phil and N's Good Time Lounge in Brooklyn. It reflected her vibrant approach to food and life, fun, flavorful, and unapologetically bold. Though the restaurant closed within a year, it remained a personal and professional milestone. Later in life, N continued to evolve. She explored improvisational comedy at the Second City in Brooklyn and even performed the night before she died. That final performance was a reminder of who she truly was, a woman who loved life in all its stages and forms, always chasing new adventures with open arms. N's personal life was just as vivid. In 2012, she publicly acknowledged her relationship with chef Corin Grieveson after a radio show segment made headlines. She clarified that she had never tried to hide her sexuality, embracing transparency and pride with grace. The two became engaged, but later separated. In 2018, a new love story began. She met Stuart Claxton on Bumble, and in 2020 they announced their engagement. They were married on October 16, 2021, in a joyous celebration that captured N's effervescent spirit and deep desire for connection. Tragically, on June 17, 2025, N was found unresponsive in her Brooklyn apartment. Emergency responders arrived around 7:50 a.m. and pronounced her dead at the scene. A 911 call had indicated she may have gone into cardiac arrest. Pills were reportedly found near her, and though the official cause of death remained pending, authorities began investigating the possibility of an overdose. The final answers, as of late June, were still with the medical examiner. What remains indisputable is that N. Burrell left behind a legacy that will not dim. She was more than a chef, a teacher, or a TV personality. She was a spirit of fire and flavor, who brought her whole self to every sauté pan and every stage. Her voice, encouraging, brash, and real, echoes still in the minds of millions who learned to love cooking through her. Thank you for watching and honoring the extraordinary life and legacy of N. Burrell. Through her vibrant personality, bold cooking, and genuine love for people, she brought joy to countless homes and kitchens. While she may no longer be with us in the flesh, her spirit simmers on, in every pan, every plate, and every person she inspired to believe in themselves. Keep cooking, keep laughing, and keep living out loud, just like N would have wanted.